Okay, we're starting round one. Same with a pretty obvious mulligan. It's not bad. It's a little slow, but it helps being on the play. It'd be great if we could draw like a wall of roots or something. Seems to be our opponent seems to be playing Affininy. Just not a terrible matchup. Game 1 can be a little rough sometimes if they get a really fast start. Especially since our hand isn't blazingly fast either. So hopefully he doesn't have a cranial plating here. I think the Thoughtcast versions are much better of a matchup because they tend not to have the Galvanic Blast. So they're blue with like playing Thoughtcast and Massive Ethereum. Sometimes you run into lists that play both, but hopefully he doesn't have Gal Blasts. That wasn't the worst of draws. Now if we draw some lands, we have Bellringer Kiki combo. Playing the Finks here over the pod just because he's going to be attacking us for a bunch, so I don't want to just start paying a bunch of life if I don't have to. Especially because next turn we're not even guaranteed to be able to pod. Or if we draw land, possible I just want to red cap anyways. Like because we just drew the combo, we might not even have to pod, so I don't want to pay a bunch of life if we don't have to. Tempered Steel, I know it's not in most lists. Fortunately, this means this red cap is not going to be killing anything. But we don't seem to be in danger of dying next turn, so if we draw 2 lands in a row, we should be able to kill him. So we can play and activate pod. Make us pay 6 life, but we'd sacrifice the Finks, which then persists, and so we gain 2 more. We can also then get an Angel and blink our Finks to gain another 2 life, so we're really only paying 2 life there. Linvala doesn't really do anything, so we just definitely don't want to be getting that. And we could just try to Miser red source, but that seems kind of risky, whereas and we do this. We actually do that, and if we draw a red source, we still can just Kiki in. So I definitely want to pod here. I probably should have attacked first before I played my land. He could block my Finks, but that doesn't seem like a very good play for him. So now we'll just go get Restoration Angel and blink our Kitchen Finks to go back up to, what, 18, and hopefully draw a red source. So that's another thing that's nice about playing as the Thoughtcast versions, is once you have the combo, they can't really stop you. They don't have any sort of disruption. Although, with him having Tempered Steel, it's not any list that I've seen, so who knows what he could have. Although if he has Tempered Steel on Dispatch, that's unfortunate. Since if he has Tempered Steel, who knows what he's got. Dispatch is pretty good there. Sure, I can't block anything. So this is not looking good for us. We even drew the red source. So we can play this red cap. It doesn't do much. We're going to shoot his Signal Pest and then pot it, but then we have to pay 4 and we're dead. So we can sacrifice this kitchen finks to go get an angel. That'll gain us 4 life, put us to 10. Then we can use the angel to block. Well, we can block his ornithopter with the angel, and that with that. So then we take 2, 4, 3, take 9, go to 1. I think that's our play, and then untap and hopefully kill him, depending on what his last card in hand is. Let's see, so we sack this, get angel, go to 10, block there, take 1, 2, 5, 9. We're dead to a lot of cards, but hopefully he just has 2 lands. I don't see a better option. I guess we could attack first, but we're either going to combo him or not. I probably should have attacked first, but oh well. It's very possible he just has some more, I don't know what creatures he could have that he went to cast last turn, but he's probably got another dispatch in hand. So I don't know what he could have that he wouldn't have played already. Like, so unless he's got a land. But I know Affininy doesn't play many lands, so it's much more likely he's got something that's bad for us. So Cranial Plating will kill us. Arcbound Ravager will kill us. Okay, if he has a Cranial Plating, he can just hook it up to his Signal Pest. We block that and take exactly 10. It's another Temper Seal, Edge Champion. That's really good for us. That means he is probably dead. Let's see, like, he has to have another dispatch, and if he had a dispatch, he would have killed us, so there's no way he's got that. Trying to think if there's a reason to do either, like, to block or not to block. I mean, if he does have a, there's no way he has a dispatch, so I don't think it matters what we do here. I think he's just dead. If he does have a dispatch, and then we just lose, so whether we block or not, it's not a huge deal. Okay, let's see if he's got anything. Looks like he's dead. That's one thing just like I said before, it's really nice playing against the Affinity decks without Blast, because I mean, even though he had dispatch, he still can't like just burn us out at the end. So definitely want Kasali Pride Mage, Kataki, and Ancient Grudge. That's pretty much all I want. Obstinate Bailoff seems like it might be good, but it's not actually good in this matchup. It doesn't actually really block anything. I guess he did have Frogmites. Most people don't have Frogmites, but then again, if he has like a Tempered Steel or a Cranial Plating on the Frogmite, you know, the Bailoff just trades with it, which isn't that great. Sometimes I like to board and Dismember against the Master of Ethereum or mainly Steel Overseer builds, but it's okay lately. I think I've decided that I don't actually like it. Definitely take out the Canonist. I really like Linvala against Ravager and Steel Overseer, but I didn't see any of those. I don't know if he has he's not playing one of them because he has Tempered Steel, but I'll leave it in for now because I'm assuming he's got at least one of them. Cunning Spark Mage is really good. We want to keep that. Cajun Finks actually isn't that great in this matchup, so I'm going to shave one of those, cut a pod. I like to cut Birthing Pottle in a lot of the aggressive matchups just because paying life, you know, you can't always afford to do it sometimes. So like I don't want to be flooded with a bunch of pods. As for the last cut, I think we can cut, I think it's between like a Wall of Roots, another Finks, another pod, or a Cord. The Wall of Roots just same with the the Bailoff. It doesn't really block anything except for like Frogmite, so it has to block some Memnites, so it might not be the worst. I like the Bellringer in this matchup just because it gives you, you want to basically just combo as fast as possible. I definitely don't want to cut a cord because Kataki is just so good, and I want to maximize my ability to get it early. So I think I'm going to cut. I'm just going to cut a wall of roots. So it's not superb in this matchup. So again, our opening hand is not very good. It does allow us to play somewhat early Kataki. If we draw like another creature, we can turn 3 Kataki in, but yeah, we can do better. This hand's not great, but it's certainly better. Very keepable. Okay, draw. I wish this would be a harmonic sliver with the angel. So I have a decision to make. Either cast the Kasali Pride Mage and leave up a mana in case he has a plating, which isn't the worst because then we can pop the Pride Mage. Even if he doesn't have a plating, we can just kill his Signal Pest and then next turn just witness it back. But that doesn't really. I would like to get this Birthing Pod online if possible. So I think we can actually play the Pride Mage, and then next turn, if we want to, we can pod our birds into a Kataki. That does cost us a lot of life, though. I think if there's a better way we can do this. Another option is just to witness, and witness back the fetch land, and then next turn we can pod the witness into a 4, which we could get. So 1 Baller and an Angel just to block. Doesn't seem too great. I think I want to make a Pride Mage. That's the best of the options we have. And the next turn I imagine we'll probably just witness the Pride Mage back. So like I said, I hate paying a whole bunch of life with Birthing Pod, for Birthing Pod. Unless he plays like a bunch of cheap artifacts like this, then we just Kataki him, because Kataki's not the most devastating when he has 2 non-artifact lands. So we'll see. So I think if our plan is to Kataki him, I don't want to actually activate this Pride Mage. So let's see. If we Kataki him, we're going to go down to 10, 9, because we'll have to play this. So I'm going to go down to 9. And he'll have 4 artifacts. He can make 3 mana, so he can save like his Signal Pest and his Memnite. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Then he could have it's very likely he actually has a Dispatch. So I think I'm just gonna go with the Witness plan. It's way safer. And if we take out the Signal Pest, he actually doesn't have that much action. So I think I like that plan. And then we want to get a Plains. Wish we hadn't popped that end of turn. I could have played that and attacked first, but with the fetch land, I wanted to use the mana then so we could get a dual land with that without paying life. So now our options are to witness back the Pride Mage now, or just cast as Angel. Same thing though. If he has a Dispatch, the Angel doesn't do all that much. So I think I want to witness back this and then Angel this, which kind of forces his hand on the Dispatch. So let's play a Witness, and then I'll play this and get a dual land with that. Or no, I was gonna play tapped. Yeah, that was. I probably should have not used that, but I don't think him gaining 1 life is super relevant. Still a mistake regardless, though. Yeah, he just has no pressure right now, and hopefully he doesn't have a Tempered Steel. But if he does, we have this Pride Mage, so we only take like one real hit from it. Yeah. Champion is fine. I still think he has a dispatch, so I kind of want to hold off on getting Kataki. Yeah, he can just if he was tapped out, I'd probably just go get Kataki, but I think if we play a pod and go get red cap and just like red cap his Ornithopter, that doesn't seem great, but then it sets us up next turn, so we can like red cap into Kiki-Jiki to set up for the combo. I think I like that plan. We should pay 3 life to do that. Goes to 11. So if you have a plating, 5, 6, 8. So yeah, okay, and then we can just kill him. I think I like that plan. Fortunately, we're out of basic lands, so if we want to have this come into play tapped, we're going to have to pay a lot of life. But oh well. Just going to hit his Ornithopter, because we can always block Memnite if we need to, if he plays a Tempered Steel or something. Okay, so he does have dispatch. This oddie uses dispatch on this Murderous Red Cap, but I suppose. Oops, accidentally paid 2 life for that pod, or the pod activation. That's actually very unfortunate. Did not mean to do that. So take 6, 7, 8. He can put us to 1. Not sure what else we have here. Probably not gonna do it. So we can get a Kataki. That doesn't actually do anything. Just pays for that and we die. Unless we can get a Kataki, force him to not have enough artifacts for Metalcraft, and then kill his guy with that. I wonder if that'll do it. Let's see, so tap these two, get Kataki, these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he has to pay 1 to keep that, and lose those 2. And just animate. Then we can respond to that animation by killing that. Or he can pay 2 and keep these 2 around. You can also pay 1 like that. So you can tap that to pay 1. Well, I just might as well do it and see if he screws up. Hopefully. Let's see what he does. Can't actually destroy anything to take him off of Metalcraft. Yep. So we lose this game. Unless he forgets to attack. Which I doubt is going to happen. Nope. I don't think I want to change anything up for game 3. I do kind of want to bring this. I do like the wall though. Yeah, Finks just isn't superb in this matchup. It's very mediocre. His hand is actually... Natural Cunning Spark Mage is so good against them. His hand's actually very, very good. Just turn 2 Spark Mage him. Hopefully he just plays a Signal Pest or something. And not just a bunch of Ornithopters. And then turn 3 we can just pod into Kataki. Also a fairly good draw. There's no reason to do this now, I don't think so. There's no reason not to do it now in case he was... I'm just going to dispatch it, so I have to. Which that's fine, even eating a dispatch there is... Eating a dispatch and killing Signal Pest, Cunning Spark Mage just did some work. Yeah, especially with like this opener, Kataki is just devastating. If he taps out here, I'm in pretty good shape. It's paying life. Not paying life for that. That's unfortunate. We have this. I mean, we have a Pride Mage, so it's not a big deal, but. Pretty sure I just need to Pride Mage this, and then I can Kataki him next turn, because we Kataki now, we go to 11, and then he just pays for all 3 of the artifacts, hits us for 5, we go to 6, we untap, we can play a wall, pod into a thing to kill that, although I think I like the much more conservative play of just Pride Maging the Tempered Steel before we take a bunch of damage. So we're gonna do it now, just to play around. We randomly have something like Trick Bind, which normally I wouldn't consider something like that, but I did actually get Trick Binded the other day, so just to be safe. It's unfortunate that he has all these non-artifact lands. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just take 5, and then we can just pod this into a sliver to kill the plating. Then he doesn't have any gas left. So we're going to 10, and then we take 4 from the, or 2 from the pod. No, actually don't take any from the pod, unless we want to play this birds, which I don't. Other option, we could get Kataki, who's got 4 artifacts, so he just he keeps, and he can just keep all of them. So yeah, we're going to get a sliver here. Yeah, now he just has like no business he drew a tempered steel. That's kind of unfortunate for us. Take 5. We can just pod this into a Pride Mage and kill it, but still not very good. Sphinx, that was actually a really good draw, because now we can play the Sphinx, gain some life, get an Angel, and then Angel our Harmonic Sliver and kill that. So we just need to hope he doesn't rip another business spell. There's Tempered Steel or Cranial Plating. Next turn we can just pot our if he draws something like plays a creature and doesn't have any cards in hand, it's safe to pod our Angel into a Conscripts to untap or pod, and then pod our Sphinx into an Angel to blink our Conscripts to untap or pod, and then pod that Angel into a Kikijiki to kill him. See what he's got. Even if he plays like a Plating or Tempered Steel here, we're still fine. Or Vault Scourge. That'd be great. Yeah, so then he's just dead. So one of the reasons I love having Conscripts is because it lets you like kill from a 3 and a 4. Pot away our Angel. I'm not exactly sure I'm supposed to respond to that. I've actually been considering cutting the Kataki for a second Ancient Grudge. Kataki, sometimes it's just a huge blowout if they have like the right kind of start, but a lot of times Grudge would be just as good, and Grudge is also good in other matchups, whereas Kataki is very, very narrow and only good here. Just make 10 or so of those Conscripts, and we should be good, as long as I don't misclick.